What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. Now, I was going to record this video outside. However, it's pretty windy, so I want you all to get this message and this data that I'm going to present to you all, because you have 6 months left to get to 0.1 Bitcoin. Now, there's probably going to be a bunch of hate comments on this video, which I really don't care, because most of those people have no clue what they're talking about, or they want to get rich quick. However, this is valuable information, so please pay attention. Now, we are approaching a mathematical tipping point, all right? Right now, 0.1 is attainable for the average worker with discipline, but based on institutional inflows, that door is slamming shut. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the timeline. Price velocity versus wages. Now, Bitcoin moves in price velocity. Wages move in linear time. Now, average wages increase 3 to 5% annually. Bitcoin historically reprices in steps, not lines. Now, every cycle compresses the time available to accumulate whole units. ETFs and corporate treasuries removed the retail-only accumulation phase. Now, the market no longer waits for retail readiness. All right. Now, middle-class affordability is the real metric, not price. Now, once it outruns savings rates, accumulation dies silently. Now, the wall when 0.1 Bitcoin breaks the mind is something else I want to talk about. Now, humans don't think in Bitcoin, they think in dollars. Growing up, for me, my grandparents owned a ranch. They had a ranch and they would pick the fruits, the apples, and they sell it to the local produce, and they saved in dollars. Inflation wasn't as bad back then in my grandparents' time, and somewhat my parents' time. My parents built their wealth in real estate, all right? However, a lot of humans think in dollars and they don't think in Bitcoin. However, we are getting to a place where I truly believe that Bitcoin is going to be the world's reserve currency, and the US dollar is going to lose its reserve currency to Bitcoin, and eventually all fiat currencies, different countries' currencies, are going to collapse. All right. Now, 0.1 sounds small until it costs a used car, for example, emergency savings, months of rent. Now, at that point, people stop stacking and start coping. All right. Now, a lot of people are having a hard time right now saving anything that they really can. And a lot of people are having to work 2 jobs. You might be one of them. 3 jobs plus a side hustle, which is crazy. And it's only going to get worse. So that's why I stress in a lot of my videos that you all get to a place that you are trying to maximize your cash flow so you can preserve your purchasing power. So when the event, and when it does happen, that fiat currencies collapse and Bitcoin becomes a world reserve currency, and basically what you've been stacking will explode. However, when that's going to happen, we don't know. But all I know is I'm reporting on the data that is basically, I'm trying to convey to you all that the window to get to 0.1, which is around $10,000, $9,748, I think I spoke about yesterday. We've been hovering around the same price. All right. Now, most retail gives up right before scarcity fully asserts itself. Now, this is where Bitcoin shifts from accumulation asset to regret asset. Nobody stacks aggressively once the number feels too big. That's the wall. Now, a lot of people are scared in their minds, or they think that they can't accomplish something. They think that I can't get to 0.1 Bitcoin. I could barely save $1,000. I can't get to 0.2 Bitcoin. You know, I can't do that because I'm so swamped with bills, with hidden costs of things that come up every day. All right. Now, how you can basically get to a place that you're not in that type of situation is you need to get to a place where you're not spending money on things like Netflix, things like eating out all the time, right? Now, let's talk about why this time is different. Now, supply issuance is already cut. Long-term holders aren't selling, they're collateralizing. Long-term holders like me, hopefully long-term holders like you, we're accumulating, and we're not so focused on these videos where it's like, is Bitcoin going to go to 100K tomorrow? Is Bitcoin going to go down to 30K, right? For a lot of people, that's tiring, all right? Now, taking out the stress and just dollar cost averaging is how you're going to set yourself apart from the people that burn themselves out. Now, ETFs don't panic sell, they absorb. Corporations don't trade, they accumulate. For example, like Michael Saylor, he's continuously buying and he's not stopping. All right, BlackRock, their ETF is doing fairly well from what I've been seeing. All right, now they are continuously adding and they're not stopping. So these people and these corporations, institutions are your competition. All right, now retail is the last variable and it's being priced out. Retail, might have heard, is selling a lot, but the Michael Saylors, right? They are not selling. They don't plan to sell. They're converting the fiat cash flow. Grant Cardone, big real estate investor, he's getting his properties, the cash flow from his properties, and he's putting it into Bitcoin. Eventually, this is going to be the norm. So you are still early. You still have a chance to get to that 0.1 Bitcoin milestone. However, the window is closing, like I said, and I believe it's within the next 6 months. All right. Now, let's talk about the plan, how to hit 0.1 Bitcoin before the door shuts. Now, I want you all to forget timing tops and bottoms. Time is the enemy. Time is what you're up against. And what you're also up against time are these corporations. Like I said, Michael Saylor, they're continuously going to OTC, which is over the counter, straight to the miners, and they're buying it. All right. They are not stopping and they're not going to stop. And so every day that you're not buying Bitcoin, you are getting pushed further and further down the line of 8 billion people in the world. Okay. Now, you don't need luck. You need rate of execution. Whatever you're good at, whatever your skill is, maximize that. All right. Open a business. Try and become the best you can be at whatever your passion is, even if it's not something that you're doing as far as profession. And even if you're in a profession where you might be, a CEO of a company, or you might be a manager, try and move up and maximize your cash flow, but also do things on the side, start side hustles, okay, to maximize your cash flow in order to get yourself ahead and be able to secure your financial future, and also get to a place that you can look back and say, dang, I was early to Bitcoin. I was continuously stacking. I didn't stop. I didn't listen to the people online saying bit 0.1 is nothing, when most of those people probably don't even have 0.1. They probably don't even have 0.01. Those people probably are just saving their money in fiat because that's all they've been conditioned in their mind. All right. Now, you need to have an aggressive dollar cost average strategy. Okay. You don't need the perfect entry. Now, cut discretionary spending temporarily. All right. Now, that would be, for example, like I said earlier, streaming, eating out, impulse buys. Now, convert your lifestyle inflation into Bitcoin allocation. Now, that's, like I said, eating out, impulsive buys. You have to sacrifice today in order to live prosperous and great and wealthy tomorrow. Okay. You're going to feel that sense of kind of relief when you're like, I put in the work for all these years, and now I finally am getting to a place where I can relax. I can stop stressing over bills. All right. And so front load purchases instead of slow comfort stacking. All right. Now, you want to treat 0.1 Bitcoin like a life milestone, not an investment. So getting to 0.1 Bitcoin and even past 0.1, but if you're not at that 0.1 yet, try to get to that 0.1 Bitcoin. You can always rebuy convenience, all right? You cannot rebuy early Bitcoin. And we are still very early to Bitcoin, despite what you hear online that's saying Bitcoin is done, Bitcoin topped. No, it didn't, okay? Those people, don't listen to them, because those are the people that are going to disappear in 5, 10, 15 years when Bitcoin's over $1 million and they had plenty of time to stack, all right? Now, this reframes 0.1 Bitcoin psychologically. Bitcoin isn't priced correctly yet. It's being distributed, all right? It's being distributed across companies, corporations, people like me and you, all right? So if Bitcoin reaches 500K, 0.1 becomes 50,000. 1 million, 0.1 Bitcoin becomes 100,000, all right? Now, just imagine saving 9 grand and that turns into 50,000 or 100,000 eventually. Now, the goal isn't to stop at 0.1, but the goal is to get to that 0.1 so you at least secure that big milestone and you are in an elite part of a group in the world. And it's not just about being in an elite part of a group, but you are setting yourself apart compared to most other people that are going to get poor, and the rich are going to get richer. All right, the middle class has a chance, and this is why I make these videos, to get you all to understand that you are still early, you have a chance, and to give you all hope. And these videos in 10, 15, 20 years are going to be proof. All right, now this is not moon math. All right, that's global settlement math. Point one represents fixed supply exposure, sovereign resistance. All right, and it also represents lifetime asymmetric upside. The hardest 0.1 Bitcoin you'll ever buy is the first one. Getting to that 0.1 is a really hard milestone, because a lot of people don't even have $1,000 saved, especially in the United States. So I want to come on and make this video and let you all know that the data I found, and it's important to understand that your window is closing to get to that 0.1 Bitcoin milestone. However, you do have a chance. Don't listen to these people online who are saying 0.1 is nothing, because like I said, most of those people probably don't even have 0.1. Now, when you get to that 0.1, you are going to feel a sense of relief. You're going to feel like, okay, now I made it to 0.1. Now I can get to 0.2, because it's all about your mindset. And a lot of times our mindset is what makes us feel like we can't get to a milestone. You know, when I was in the military, when you push yourself so far and so hard, you like, dang, my mindset is what's stopping me from being able to get to my goals, no matter what it is in life. So I want to come on and make this video, and I hope you all found it very helpful. If you stayed this far, thank you all so much for the love and support on this channel. Just hit 2,500. Thank you all for the love and the support, and for subscribing and liking and watching these videos. I put a lot of time and effort into the data and these videos, and trying to bring you all as much value as I possibly can. I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. We're all can't even talk. I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. We're all Bitcoin Maxis. Stack sats, stay free, stay humble, and I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a good day. Take care.